Hi, it's Stephen here from Son of a Nation Wave, and this is day 26 of the May Day draws as we close out the weekend and approach a new week. Let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Celtic Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. So, Seven of Shields, or the Seven of Pentacles. We have had this before. Well, remember this image coming up. So, to me, this is the assessment. Where are we at now? How far have we got? How far into producing what we want to be got? What is yet needed to transpire, to manifest in our lives? And let's evaluate and see where we're at. And let's try not to be disappointed if things haven't gone quite as well as we would have thought. There are various factors that could influence that. Things may not have gone as quickly or as smoothly or as much as what we would have liked. We may, in our minds, have missed a lot of targets, but have we got nearer to hitting those targets than we were before? Have we got closer to them? We may not have actually reached them, but are we nearer to them now than what we were before? And okay, there might be the disappointment of not actually hitting it, and reaching that, but if we've made progress towards it, then we should take heart from that we're moving in the right direction. So, there could be all kinds of factors involved beyond our control as well that may, the climate of, the energy climate in which we're doing it can have an influence on the timing and the rate of growth that's possible. So if we've done the best that we can do, then we have to recognize that what is the best that we can do in the circumstances, and we just pass. It's going to take a bit longer. If it's the case where we perhaps could have put more energy into it, well, then we have to acknowledge that maybe we do need to put a bit more energy into something to get it there. But if the energy that we have put into has got us closer to reaching that end goal, then at least that's progress that we've made. And that little bit extra push will get us there. And to me, it's working towards that achievement, and to trust in the process, to trust that if we put the effort in, if we set our intentions, if we do the work, if we add extra energy where possible, that things will begin to take shape in due time. Some things have their own natural timeline that may not be in line with what we desire, but it's also but it's in the natural process of things. It requires a certain amount of time, and there's nothing we can do about that. We just have to accept that, as hard as that may be, but things will happen when it's due to happen. Things, it's like something growing on a tree takes it needs at least a minimum amount of time to reach that ripeness of being able to be harvested from the tree. That's how nature works. That's how the natural process is. We can't shortcut the process with that. If it takes fruit on a tree, a certain amount of time at least to grow, trying to grow it, in a fraction of that time is not going to happen, even if it's what we would like. But we have to wait for that process to take place before we can pluck the fruit from the tree. So there's that element too, that there is sometimes a natural timing that's incorporated into certain things that we can't, that we just have to adapt to and work with and work into our plans, and prepare for. and to use that time where we're waiting things to reach that point, to do the things to get ready for when it is right. Prepare ourselves to receive. To get ready for the harvest, if you like, to get ready for when get things in place so that when the fruit is ready to be picked, we're talking metaphorically here, but when that fruit's ready to be picked, that we have things in place for, to collect the fruit in and everything. It's no good waiting until that time and realizing we haven't got the resources and things we need in order to take to take the fruit from the trees. We've not got the labor, we've not got the containers, we've not got anything we need, and then we're rushing around then to try and accumulate that, and by that time, the fruit may be overripe, and we need to make sure that we're prepared as well. And sometimes that extra time, that waiting time, is for us to be ready for what we're going to receive in our lives. The time is used to prepare us as well as preparing the thing that's coming in. It's preparing us to receive it. So to me, that is what this card is saying. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Pegasus. Break 3, dear one. Spread wide and far, for you aren't containable. You are limitless. And maybe we've not achieved as much as we would have liked because we've put limitations on ourselves. It's one thing for outside circumstances to limit us, over which we have no control. But when we put limits on ourselves, then that restricts what we can do and what we can achieve. And this card here talks about breaking free of that, to have more of a limitless, not to put limits on ourselves. And that frees us up to not put limits on what we think we can achieve, but be prepared that when we don't actually reach that all the time, not to think that we've failed, but we should have that mindset that we'll go as far as we can go, as high as we can go, and see where that naturally takes us. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 27. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.